One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to PNG Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the run, it's Payne. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Caught behind the line. It's Payne. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll toss it to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the big tackle.
Finds his man. It's Hale. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Throws for the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Washington. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Washington. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Washington. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Dances away. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
We we know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
He'll start this drive firing. Release to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. Racing down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Payne. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds space on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up the punt.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Washington. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st force himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Dickey. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Manning. Hauls it in. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. This is a designed run. Got room to work. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats at linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now really showcasing their physicality.
Quickly complete. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. The screen, he can go. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got it along the sideline. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds a man on the left. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The play action fake. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind.
Touchdown, home fly! All of that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coffee. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And some room to work. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little extra time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going for a big play downfield.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off-play action on first down. He's going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds us back in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires left. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Back to throw, it's Manning. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. This time he's got it.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Hale. Touchdown, TCU! They take the lead with the 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Got his man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
The Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Coffee. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's on target and complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll move the tight end. This time they'll go to the running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
That's some great toughness by the quarterback. Hanging in the pocket. Listen, knowing you're going to get smacked and still being able to deliver the football down the field. Good toughness by that quarterback.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this.
Touchdown, Hornsby! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line. It's the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Sticky. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. The Hawkeyes have taken it inside the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Caught in the backfield, it's Sticky. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And coaches love having options late in the football game. They put a nice drive together, and those 2 timeouts allowing them to stay balanced late in this game when they got to have points.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Bringing the heat. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Ball is incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.